Hi, it's Andrew from Menlo Park. This is a quick video for practice managers and practice decision makers in relation to recruiting in a difficult climate, based on anecdotes and feedback that we're getting from practice managers and clinicians that we're speaking to at the moment. What I would say in terms of the general picture is that most surgeries have not put a hold on their recruitment. We're still speaking to GP surgeries and practices. Rather than putting things on hold, people are simply adapting, and we're looking at solutions to get around the obvious problems that we have at the moment. So there's been big enthusiasm for video calling and meetings and interviews using that particular medium, and people responding really well to that, using it and making decisions off the back of it as well. So that's been really kind of promising. And from what I can see, I think video conferencing, video meetings are here to stay in terms of the recruitment process within primary care. There have been the odd one or two surgeries that have said that they are putting their recruitment on hold. That has been only a few surgeries. Certainly they are in the minority. And it was particularly concerning to hear one surgery say that they're not going to recruit during the coronavirus outbreak. And what I mean by concerning is that we don't know how long this situation is going to be with us, but there are things that GP surgeries are going to have to tackle and mitigate for over the next few weeks and months. We know that the CSA examinations have been cancelled, of course. Estimates are that that's going to be at least 1,500 GPs not in the system that there would have been over the summer. That's quite a huge number when it's already a massive, shortage sector. We are going to get some specific figures from the RCGP, but as I say, that they're pretty conservative numbers at this stage. So practices need to be thinking, right, okay, well, we don't have that to fall back on. What are we going to do? Obviously, if you're relying on people qualifying and being able to start in August, you're now looking at people already qualified and in the system that have 3-month notice periods. So that's really something that needs to be taken into account at the moment. And I know it's a really tough environment for GP surgeries at the moment, but there kind of needs to be one eye on the crisis as it is at the moment, and one eye on what are we going to do over the coming weeks and months to make sure that we have enough staff in place and that we can cater for patients. Because that's another thing that's going to happen in the next few weeks and month or so. Those patients that haven't been at your GP surgery are going to come back. So all of those patients with all those comorbidities, those needing kind of tests, and basically all your patients, they're going to be back, and it's going to be extremely busy again for GP surgeries. So the clinicians are going to be needed on the ground floor. We've spoken to others that have said this is really the calm before the storm within primary care as well, in relation to the sad fact that we are probably going to have a lot more fatalities and people losing their lives to the coronavirus, whereby GPs will be needed for palliative care and home visits, which simply can't be performed by other clinicians. So GPs are going to be needed in big numbers at the front line in terms of being able to counter the impact that the virus is having. On top of which, you've got to really kind of think about, if you don't have these measures in place, if you don't have the staff in place, what's going to happen over the summer? There's simply not going to be enough people to go around. So now is the time to start planning. As I say, people have 3-month notice periods. It's probably also worth looking at, right, okay, well, if we're not going to be able to recruit GPs, which isn't going to happen in some circumstances, which of the clinicians are going to be suitable for looking after our patients at our GP surgery, whether that's AMPs, ECPs, clinical pharmacists, etc. So I think those are a few of the things that people really need to consider in the current environment. We are here to support you. We know that you're completely under the cosh at the moment, and it's highly pressurized, and you're thinking, well, recruitment is one of the last things I want to think about. But to be honest, it's one of the things that is going to help us, fight this and make sure that we are able to respond and to look after patients accordingly. So please get in touch. Please let us support you and help you in any way that we can. We are all still working at Menlo Park, and we are all here to help. And we massively appreciate the the work that you're doing at the moment, and want to be part of being that solution for you. So please get in touch, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care. Bye.